Hey, g'day guys, how you going? It's Justin Allen here with my Good Advice channel, here to give you good advice for a better future. Right, today I'm talking about DJI drones. So which one should I buy? There's a few to pick from. I'll go for the most popular models, which is the number one is the Spark, the second one is the Zoom, and the thirdly is the Pro. So keep in mind that everybody's got a different sort of drone that they're looking for. So one might suit one person, might not suit the other person. So let's get stuck into it now. Alright guys. So guys, first of all I'll talk about the Spark. It's a fantastic little drone. Gets you in the game, starting to fly. The price range is pretty good, so it's very good side of this is the price. In Australia on eBay you can pick it up for around $800 with the Fly More package when you get the carry bag and you get 2 batteries, and you get the safety guards, you get extra propellers, gets you up and flying. So the drawbacks, I'd have to say, like the major downsides to this drone is that the batteries, it only lasts about 10 minutes, so it's not very good. You'd really need 2 batteries is not really enough. You need at least 3 or 4. So, and they cost around $80 each, so that's an extra expense. I find with this one, when you're flying left and right, the gimbal doesn't work. It's only a 2-axis gimbal, so when you're recording it, it sort of records it on the angle too. So I found this one a big drawback to that, and the range isn't as good as the other two. It can easily drop out a signal, so that's one of the other issues I found with this. The propellers are pretty cheap to buy. Yeah, you can buy them pretty cheap on eBay for around $12 delivered, so that's pretty good price. And the safety guards come in 2 versions. The originals are a bit heavier and they're a bit stronger, and they're bigger price, but you can get the cheaper guards, aftermarket ones. They're only $7 delivered, but they're a bit cheaper, but they're also lighter, so it's got some good size as well. So this drone I recommend is very good if you want to, for the person who's a beginner. It gets you started, good price range, easy to fly. It's very easy, like it's got this, in the when you turn the sports mode off, it's got the sensors at the front, so it'll stop you hitting something or automatically brake. Same with all other drones. And when you put it in sports mode, it does actually accelerate pretty fast off the line. So it is very fast for a little drone. So it's very good to get you in the game. Good price range, but keep in mind that the drawbacks of it, and it's also got some extra features if you get into it. And the camera is pretty good quality, but nowhere near as good as the other 2 drones. For YouTube, I'd recommend the other 2 drones. For this, for something just to play around, get you in there, alright, this one's good. Alright, we'll talk about the Zoom, the DJI Zoom. This drone is by far my favorite drone. I prefer this one over than the Pro. It's got the cheaper price range. It's got the camera is fantastic on it. It's got the 3-axis gimbal, perfect for recording. And when you're recording left and right, it sort of keeps still, not like that one, the Spark, no good. And also this one, I'd have to say the Spark is a little bit noisier, but this one can be noisy if you're going up and down fast. It does make a high pitched noise, but I'd have to say this one's more of a quieter drone, and the other one, it's got the Spark's got a higher pitched noise to it, so it does stand out a bit, and the propellers are smaller, so it has to work harder. So this drone, I'd have to say the zoom is fantastic, how you can zoom. Definitely when you're flying the Pro, you're like, damn, I wish I could zoom. And I'd have to say with the Pro, the camera's better, but you wouldn't really notice the difference. I would have to say the picture quality in between these two isn't much different. The Pro, there is an extra setting on it where it's an extra mucking around, but you can set an extra setting to change the contrast, so it is a little bit more extra filling around, but you can make the contrast in the, like how oversaturated the picture is, so you can change it. So I did find that they're very good. These two are very good drones. The battery life is perfect. It lasts at least 25 minutes. Plenty of flight time. The batteries are around $200 to buy another one. And they're pretty good price on eBay. But they are pretty expensive. But when they bring out another model, they'll of course come down in price. I did find with the safety guards that there's two models of the safety guards, so you got to keep in mind which one you want, and I found that there was issues with them. So guys, with the guards, this one is the cheaper model. They're definitely lighter than the other model that's on the other drone. So I would have to say this one is a major drawback is like if you were to hit something, the drone will just go back and then it's going to knock the propellers, and it's not very good for that if you hit something. And it doesn't protect the drone if you hit something front on. The propeller's just going to hit it. So these are not that good, but the best side is cheap to buy. They're only like 12 bucks delivered on eBay, and also they're lighter. With the other one, these ones are very heavy and the price is a lot more, $35 delivered on eBay. And if you hit something, it's gonna take a little bit of a blow. It's not gonna come back. You'd have to hit it pretty hard. So guys, talking about the remote controls now, I found that the Spark, the battery would last a lot longer than the other two drones. And with the other two, the Zoom and the Pro, I found that it can generally fly for about 25 minutes and it'll draw the control down about 20%. So it does draw a lot of current, so you won't get that too many flights out of one charge. And also I found that you gotta, like the Spark, when you're flying, the range is, I think, is about 1,000 meters. So if you get too far out of range, it will drop out a lot easier than the other drones. I did notice a difference. And with the settings, with the Zoom and the Pro, you can just use this little dongle here, and you can go left or right, and you can set it to adjust the contrast of the shutter to make it brighter or darker on the camera. So it's pretty good and pretty handy. And with the zoom, this controls the camera to zoom in and out, and this is to make it go up and down. So when you do fly the Pro, you're like, damn, you can't zoom. So it is a bit like you get used to that luxury of being able to zoom, and it's very good. I found very good to be able to have that ability to zoom, because like it can protect the drone a little bit. Rather than having to go right up to a shot, you can actually just zoom, and it saves the drone from getting into that extra close. You got that extra reach, extra safety, not having to go so far in. You can up the top, you can see the left corner, you can see the speed, which is good, and there's the RPM, and you can see everything. If you want to take off, you just push the button here, and then you just swipe it and then it'll take off. And you can set change the contrast of the camera. Just go down to here, and that's how you change all the camera settings. And it's got a distance here and up here of how far away it is and how high it is. And if you need to turn it on, you got to push it once and then the second time hold it. And it's the same with the drone. You push it once and then hold it again, and then it'll make a noise. And it's the same with the return to home. You can, with the controller, you can set it to what percentage of battery, the low battery warning. So as soon as it gets down to say 17%, it'll start beeping and carrying on that it wants to land. So it's versatile what you can set that to. And there's many different settings you can do, all the other advanced settings. So I'll wrap it up as that. So guys, now I'll show you now a quick shot of each drone, so you can see what the camera's like. A quick shot of the Spark, then the Zoom, and then the Pro, and I'll show you what the picture quality is like. Alright guys, have a great day. Bye.